And the beauty of this festival is that a lot of artists and crew are here for 2 or 3 days rather than the usual in and out, which means we get time to sit and relax and talk about the things that we know about because we're all techie geeks.
The setting is stunning. You just go for breakfast and you're in front of the most amazing mountains in the world, and everyone is just smiling. It's very, very relaxed. There's no mud like in every other festival, and yeah, it's just such a nice place. And being Swiss, it's in Switzerland, I love it.
Für mich ist es hier interessant zu sehen, wie unsere Produkte praktisch benutzt werden. Also das ist hier live. Ja, im Gegensatz zu der Bürotätigkeit ist das halt eine Abwechslung.
I love the place, I love the people. It's a great place to come and be back with the family every year. It's just such a beautiful location, and it's good to see some acts here as well.
Wir haben ca. 100 Funksysteme verteilt im Gebäude, ums Gebäude rum, die nicht alle gleichzeitig in Betrieb sind, aber theoretisch könnten. Wichtig ist im Gebäude zu wissen, wo ist welche Bühne und wo sind die Frequenzen verteilt, wie sind die Frequenzen verteilt. Und man muss wissen, welche Bühnen sich gegenseitig beeinflussen können. Wir sitzen jetzt hier zum Beispiel im Montreux Jazz Club. Ja, das ist im 3. Stock. Im gleichen Stockwerk ist auch noch das Jazz Lab, früher bekannt als Miles Davis Halle, ist Luftlinie 50 Meter. Ja, also die beiden Bühnen, die würden sich beeinflussen, wenn die Frequenzen nicht passen. Dann haben wir Stockwerk drüber, den Eingangsbereich. Da sind die großen Hauptsponsoren und auch nochmal eine Station von RTS, Radio Television Suisse. Die machen abends Interviews, die haben Funkstrecken selbst dabei. Die beeinflussen natürlich die Bühnen hier drunter und ganz extrem die Stravinsky-Halle. Also man muss wissen, wo die einzelnen Bühnen sind und wie sie sich beeinflussen können. In Stravinsky haben wir unser Flaggschiff an Funksystemen, unser Axient-System. 16 Kanäle. Das macht das Leben natürlich extrem viel leichter. Ich habe es erwähnt, ich habe seit 97 mache ich das jetzt hier. Angefangen haben wir damals noch mit, die U-Serie kam noch raus, dann haben wir mit UHFR weitergemacht. Und jetzt haben wir halt seit 3 Jahren auf der Hauptbühne Axient. Und da ist natürlich schön, dass das Frequenzmanagement letztendlich automatisch funktioniert. Ja, man kann das konfektionieren und einstellen. Die Frequenzen werden automatisch ständig kontrolliert und kalkuliert. Und sollte es eine Störung geben, lässt sie sich entweder manuell mit einem einfachen Knopfdruck ändern oder man stellt es auf automatisch ein. Und die Störung wird automatisch beseitigt. Man hat volle Kontrolle auf die Sender, die auf der Bühne sind. Das ist ein großes Feature, das hier benutzt wird, die Gain-Einstellung im Speziellen, da jeden Tag oder jede Anwendung unter Umständen eine andere Gain-Einstellung an einem Hand- oder einem Taschensender erfordert, kann man das praktisch über den Empfänger oder über die Wireless Workbench praktisch aus der Ferne einstellen. Man muss nicht auf die Bühne gehen und irgendwo unter Umständen beim Musiker noch eine Änderung vornehmen. Das kann man alles aus der Ferne machen.
It's changed over the years. 4 to 5 years ago, there would be a lot more visiting consoles, but certainly now, this year, we have a lot of visiting DiGiCo consoles. A lot of people will just use our consoles. And so we had one instance where an engineer bought a different manufacturer's console, saw our console, put his back on the truck and carried on and used ours for the show, and he was very happy. People are now very happy to see us here.
When you look at it, this is our 6th year here. 6 years ago, obviously we were doing quite well, but there were a lot of people out there that hadn't used us, and some people didn't even know us as a brand. So in the period of time, the last 5 or 6 years now, it's a big difference. So everybody knows the brand, everybody has at least used it before one of the products. So it's really nice because we get to meet them, see what their experiences are, and show them what else it can do, because obviously it's not just a mixing console anymore, it's, you know, part of a whole audio system. It's your audio networking, etc., and linking consoles to consoles, broadcast, the recording side of it, so it all interfaces together now, whereas before it was just a front of house console and a monitor console, and never the twain shall meet.
We have a training room downstairs where people can come before sound check or after sound check, or even the day before they get here, and we can take them through the software, show them the new features that may help them make their life easier when they're mixing. But most people now, because the software has been out for a couple of months, but most people are using it. Most of the rental companies have upgraded their inventory to it to make their life easier and make sure that any visiting sessions can always be loaded onto the consoles with ease.
I work for Waves as a product specialist, and I'm here with I was here with Amy cap on Friday, and then I stayed on and put my Waves cap on, and meeting engineers and, you know, trying to show a few tricks, because usually live engineers don't have that much time to spend on a console and to try out new features and new plugins and stuff like that. It's always very difficult to integrate that in their workflow. So it's about, you know, meeting the people and show a few tricks, a few things that can come in handy, you know, like have a tool for a problem, which we have a lot of tools to solve a lot of problems, but usually people do not have time to learn them. You know, if you have a long pre-production, yes, you can maybe go through a lot of tools and see what works, what doesn't work. But a lot of times you do, you know, rock up and do a gig. Well, rock up and do a gig, you still want to have an arsenal of tools that you can rely on, and just chuck something on and know you have a problem, you have a solution straight away, quickly, you know. Because as I say, these consoles, they're beautiful, you know, and they've got amazing compressors, they've got amazing EQs, they've got everything you might want, but not as many problem-solving tools. So the multi-band compression on here is great, but we have an easier interface for multi-band compression and or dynamic EQing. You know, depends how you use the ratio. And we have like convolution reverbs, which are not present in any other in any console. You know, so you can inside this console, I've actually loaded some presets from high-end reverb machines like Bricastis and TC Electronics, so I can actually have it inside even though I don't have it physically. Then we have transient modulation plugins, which, you know, if you need to add some attack to a kick drum, you can, not by EQing. It's kind of cheating and it doesn't really work always, but with transient modulation you can achieve that, so get more snap sounds out of it. And I really use, you know, myself as an engineer, I use these interesting tools because I think the desk have got amazing EQs already on them. You know, I don't have time to go through all the EQs and find out which one works a little bit better. You know, of course, if I have a lot of sound check time and, you know, pre-production, yes, of course, I will go through the SSL channels and all of that. But otherwise, these few tools that I always have on my show file, like. Say the R-Bass, the Trans-X, the Bass Rider on the bass, you know, just smoothing out. Really easy tools to make my life easier, really. So it's quicker to the bar after the gig.